but you can never break his rage.
I had to let them know who was really fighting for us.
He didn't need weapons. He was the weapon.
For the first time in history, the hunted and the hunter stood together.
They called him a monster, but he was the only one with a heart.
They called it the Dead Zone, a place where humanity lost its crown.
I came here for the truth. I came to see if the legends were real. Something was watching me. Something that didn't belong to this world.
The Gamma Monster, a nightmare forged in radiation.
But he didn't attack. He just looked at me. They weren't here to save me. They were here to kill him. In that moment, the monster became my only shield.
They wanted a war. He was about to give them one.
They didn't see a hero. They only saw a target that wouldn't fall. Every bullet was meant for her. Every hit was taken by him. He wasn't running to save himself. He was running to keep the light alive. Firepower meant nothing to a soul made of iron and rage.
In the middle of the war, I realized the monster was the only one who wasn't fighting.
All units, fire everything! Free right now, manner! And today it was leading them to a massacre.
He was tired of being the villain. He was ready to be the sacrifice.
The real nightmare was finally here.
The air turned cold. The sky didn't just break, it opened.
They were hunting a protector while the real predator was watching from the stars.
In a heartbeat, the hunter became the prey.
It's coming from the sky! Turn!
He knew they were coming. He had been waiting for this moment.
He's bigger than we thought. He wasn't our enemy. He was our only line of defense.
The war for Earth didn't start with us. It was a fight for survival, a monster against a god. And the monster we feared became the only hero we had. It wasn't a fight. It was a collision of two worlds. The stars didn't send a messenger. They sent an executioner. You can break his body, but you can never break his rage.
I had to show the world. I had to let them know who was really fighting for us.
He didn't need weapons. He was the weapon.
Support the tide!
For the first time in history, the hunted and the hunter stood together.
They called him a monster, but he was the only one with a heart.
The final hour has come, and he's ready to pay the price. The stars sent a storm, but they didn't count on a mountain that refused to move.
They finally saw the truth. The monster they hunted was the only thing standing between them and extinction.
If I don't make it, tell the world he was a hero. He was a guardian.
One last strike. One last breath for a world that never loved him.
He didn't just break the machine. He shattered the nightmare.
The silence was the loudest sound I had ever heard.
I ran because I couldn't let him go alone. Not after everything. I found him where he fell. A mountain of muscle that had finally been moved.
He didn't look like a monster anymore. He looked like a soldier who had finished his last war.
For the first time, there was no fear, only gratitude.
The army that came to kill him ended up standing in silence.
The world broke him, but he saved the world anyway. He didn't need a thank you. He just needed to know we finally saw him.
He came from the shadows, and that's where he belonged. Our silent sentinel.
We called him the Gamma Monster, but today we call him our only hero.
The truth didn't just travel, it exploded. In a world of lies, he was the only thing that was real.
He went where we couldn't follow, to the quiet places where a legend heals his wounds.
I knew it wasn't over. The sky had cleared here, but the rest of the world was starting to burn.
We spent billions trying to kill our only hope. Now, we have nothing left to defend ourselves.
They didn't send a scout. They sent an army.
He felt them before we saw them. A silent alarm only a monster could hear. He wasn't fighting for a city anymore. He was fighting for a planet.
I found him one last time, because this time we were going to fight together.
It wasn't just a city anymore. Every capital, every home was under fire.
We didn't need words. We only needed to know that we wouldn't die in the dark.
He fell from the sky like a god of thunder. And where he landed, the nightmare stopped.
I recorded it all, so they'd never forget who gladly fought for them.
He didn't have an army. He was the army. We finally stopped running from him and started running with him. But the true King of the Stars had just arrived.
He didn't run to win. He ran to end it forever.
They thought they brought him here to die. They didn't realize they brought their own destruction. He gave them the one thing they wanted, but in a way they couldn't survive.
The nightmare in the sky was gone, but our guardian was falling.
The twist wasn't that he protected us from them. The twist was we were the reason he was suffering all along.
He didn't save us because he loved us. He saved us because it was his nature to protect life, even the life that tried to kill him. We finally stopped being afraid of the dark, because we knew who lived there.
The war is over, but the family has just begun.